Hi there, I'm Marida Etherington, the creator of the 8-Week Roadmap to Becoming a Mental Wellness RN. Today I wanted to spend a few minutes with you and walk you through a case study and how you can apply my course and everything that you will learn in it to working with a client one-on-one. This can also be applied to small group setting, but for today, we will look at a client. So this client is 30 years old, healthy, works in IT, and has had to put their wedding on hold or canceled because of COVID. They are having some trouble communicating with their partner, feeling isolated because they can't see family and friends as much as they normally do. So let's get started. Where do we begin? Well, we're going to start with an intake, getting to know our client. So you will use things like therapeutic communication and all the elements of that, taking a trauma-informed approach, which I will show you what that means and how to apply it. Also motivational interviewing skills. We will go through that in the course. So you will take that, all those pieces, and get to know your client. You will establish a safe space. We'll talk about that. We'll look at using compassionate care during an assessment and during an intake. I will provide you with templates of how to use templates and intake assessments, and I will share with you what I use. So once you get to know your client and you gather some information, you will be able to start seeing, hey, what's going on? What are the stressors? Are they relationship issues? We'll look at that in the course. What do relationship issues look like? What's the problem in terms of communication with family or your husband or your boyfriend? We will go through that in the course. We will then be able to apply that when we're listening to our client. We will be able to teach. We'll be able to support. We'll be able to empower. Then we'll look at boundaries. Are they having some boundary issues at work? Is there a power struggle with their superior? We will help them with that. We will listen. And with the tools I give you, you'll be able to identify the themes that are coming out. Are they exercising less? Are they eating more? That will be part of your intake. You'll be able to discover it. You'll be able to offer solutions. You will empower your client to be able to come up with solutions on their own with your support and your knowledge. I will use the nursing process to help you, to show you how these things fit in. Once the client and yourself have found some stressors, what then? Does the client want to set some goals? Is that where you will direct them? So we'll look at goal setting. In the 8 weeks together, you and I will go through goal setting. What does it mean? How do you do it? How do you evaluate that the goals are being met? Do you need to reevaluate and tweak those goals? What else? We can then move on to offering coping strategies, effective and healthy coping strategies, because you might have discovered that your client has unhealthy coping strategies. And I will show you what those look like. We will talk about those, like addictions, overeating, sleeping too much, sleeping too little. We will go through all that under the umbrella of self-care. So when we look at coping strategies, they're only effective and healthy if the client thinks they're effective and healthy, right? They might need some education around that, but some things might not jive with a client. Asking a client to go for a 5-mile walk might not be part of their idea of healthy coping strategies. Another client might be a marathon runner, so it might be okay to suggest a 10-mile run on a Saturday. So you will learn to customize the work that you're doing around your particular clients. You and I will also go through whatever coping strategy I offer to a client. I have done it myself, or I've done research on it. So one of the things I love the most in terms of self-care is using journaling. We will go through that together in our 8 weeks. I will provide you with templates that you can share with your client. We will look at relationship issues, how to increase communication, and once you have gotten a handle on how to help your client, guess what? We're going to look at working on you. What are some of your mindset issues? What are your roadblocks? We will go through that. You will become confident, capable, and be willing and excited to take on this new exciting opportunity in your life, becoming your own boss. And we will look at marketing. We will look at liability. We will look at how do you get clients? How do you promote yourself? Thanks so much for listening.